stop the camera. And I'm going to go to the 16C. After this, I'm going to go to 891. Okay. 16C is in there. Starting to get a little nippy in here. Okay. 16C is running. I am going to go, since it's barely there, up trigger mode. I'm going to go to, let's go to 20 seconds. Looping at 20 seconds. Time to put my sweatshirt on. Exposure's 20 seconds. Well, the galaxy's there, but it sure isn't much. Okay. And then, where is the histogram? Was it 7027? Yeah. 30 to 100. Boy, look at that. Look at the amp glow, folks. 30 to 100. And where's my dark fields? Okay, so import something for the 16C. Enable. Of course, I didn't do it for this long of an exposure, so it's not going to match very well. Okay. Wow, let's see, that's 20 to 100 on the histogram. 16C, 20 to 100. Erase. Okay, nice stack of 5. Sharpness, okay. And I'm going to increase the exposure time. I'm going to go to... Matt, glad you could come on by tonight. Let me try a longer exposure. Stop. Let me go to 30. Loop. 30 seconds. And I enabled. Okay. So I went to 30 seconds. Let's see. Where's my sweatshirt? 30 seconds. Okay. Well, I had some good weather. I figured, what the heck? Oh, I got to play with the gamma in here. I did change the gamma on the. It was what, 1.3 I went to on the other one. So I'm at 1.3 in the gamma now. Oh, that shifted the. Yes, to 20 to 100. There's the gamma. Okay, there's gamma. Gamma is 1.3 now. Okay. Let me get my sweatshirt. It's definitely not Canadian temperatures, but for somebody down in the deep south, it's getting cool in here. At the Sam's Club yesterday, it was probably 70 degrees outside, and everybody in there in the food court was wearing sweatshirts and hoodies. It's like, God, it's not that cold, people. I was in shorts. So this is 30-second exposure versus the 7-second exposure, and the gain is at max versus 25% with the 10C. That high contrast gain with the 10C makes a big difference. Let me see where 891 is. Search. NGC, 891. God, I'm glad I made that coffee because I was exhausted. What happened? I did something stupid. Where'd it go? $8.91, more object information. Let's go to the action menu. And I want to go to the interactive atlas. And there it is.
Telescope slewing to target.
Mega meridian flip.
Telescope slew complete.
Okay. So let me stop the stack. I think that is too long. I'm going to go to default in the histogram. Let me shorten the exposure. Stop. I'm going to go to 20 seconds. Loop. Let's see what happens. The moon hasn't risen yet, so it shouldn't be that bright. There it is, right at Yeah, so let me get it down to the center. Bingo, bingo. So I gotta go down. So let me stop. Let me go to those two stars. I had to get right between those two stars. Let's see, down. Let's see if west is west or does west go east. Wrong way. Okay, east. I think I'm going in the right direction. Yeah, I saw it. I wanted to move it towards the center. Let's see what happens. See if I moved it the right way. If not, I'll have to go back and do another. Okay. Yep, it's in the center. I moved it the right way. Let me stop. Let me go to 30 seconds. Loop. 30 seconds. And this is the 16C, so I want to erase. It's still, oh, it's still 30 seconds. Okay, bingo. Let's see. And where is the histogram? Come on. It's there, so now I gotta raise the black to about 20 and down to about 100. That might be too much. Let me go to 25 on the black. And 25 to 100. Instead of 25 to 100. Let me erase that. Yep. Bump. Bump. Okay. I think I had the gamma at 1.3. Yep, 1.3 for gamma. Interesting. Oh, evening, Phil. I just saw your name on the list. Hope it didn't quite. Get a little glitch in the tracking. Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm swapping cameras out and not focusing in between, but the focus is pretty close. Okay, now let me go back to stacking, average stacking. It is. I was able to mark the focuser draw tube and the camera so that I got the orientation to match. So when I slide the cameras in, I just align the marks that I made on the camera and on the focuser, and the orientation stays pretty much the same. So now would be the time to stop this and switch over to the DS10c. So let me stop this camera. Okay. And bingo, slide that out. Dust cap on. Oof. Camera. Now I gotta get the ladder so I can get the orientation right. Lines. Okay. Okay. Now let me start the 10C camera. Start 10C. And there's the 10C. And let's do the average stacking also. So how is the parameters? 10C, I had gain for, still have gain 40. Exposure is, that's a 5-second exposure, so I can, let me stop the stack. Go to the 7 seconds I had, so loop, trigger mode, loop 7 seconds. The histogram was $85 to what? To 200? There's 85 to 200. And then start the stacking. And where do I have the gamma? 1.3. So let's see what happens. Those lines are annoying. But the lines don't show up, Jeff, with the 16C. They only show up with the 10C. That's what's confusing. I'm not using, no, I'm using, I forget which version of KVY. It's an older version that I'm using. It's not the last one before Victor stopped supporting it. I could actually go to a shorter exposure. 7 seconds is too long. Let me stop the stack. Stop the loop. 5 seconds, start the loop. So this is now, I'm at a 5-second exposure. Click, green, erase, exposure, click, 5 second. EXPOSURE, 5, exposure is 5 seconds. Okay, and where's the histogram? Histogram 85 to, I tried 85 to 200. Okay, 85 to 200. Actually, 85 is cutting it off. 50 to 200. Let's see what happens. What I do is I click on this the tab and I stop the camera from running. I stop the camera. I don't. If you go to this video tab at the top, if you can see it, you can close the camera, which shuts it down while it's still plugged in. So I'm at 1.3 with the gamma. Let me try a little bit higher, 1.4 maybe. The customer that had contacted Rocketmeer earlier in the week had never seen the lines before, and all of a sudden they started appearing. And I can't remember what Rock said the issue could be related to. The only thing I changed on the computer was the latest version of Malencam Sky. I don't see how that would cause the lines, but who knows? I may go back to an older version of Malencam Sky and see what happens. You know, Rocket just posted this version earlier in the week, and who knows? But yep, it does. It was interesting comparing both cameras side by side. But yeah, those horizontal lines are really obvious. I'm gonna do Doug's trick. I'm gonna start clipping the data. I'm gonna go to 65 and clip the data a little bit, make it darker. Let's see what happens as it averages 5 of these. I forget the first time I saw that in my 17.5 with the 20mm Nagler. I almost fell off the ladder. It just blew me away. It also helped being at the Texas Star Party with the 10% humidity and pristine dark skies. Well, guys and gals, I've been up since early this morning, spent the whole day at the picnic, came back exhausted. Even my wife said I look dead. And I think this cup of coffee is wearing off, so I'm going to be shutting down. I'll be posting these videos to YouTube tomorrow, but glad everybody could stop by and watch me compare cameras. Uh, Talk to y'all later. Good night. Tom, Jeff, Phil, David, Rusty, Mark, Michael, Graham, Dewey, and Mike, and guests. Next time, maybe tomorrow night. I have to see how what the weather does. Y'all have a good evening.